Welcome back to another video. Today's September 25th, 2025, and I'm here with JB, and we have a special guest coming on our video today. His name's Daniel. He recently purchased a property out here in an incorporated area in close to where I live at. It's called Sky Valley. I don't know if some of you are familiar with that. There's a lot of people here that have a good amount of land, and it's not too far from the actual city. You do have a lot of privacy here, and a lot of the people that live in this area, they tend to have pretty good compounds. This particular place has a lot of land. There's a lot of people that actually purchase these properties to be able to grow different types of crops and to be able to raise certain farm animals. So in this particular property, there are a lot of different plants that they grow, along with fruit trees, chickens, and other types of medicinal plants that you can actually use on a daily basis. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit of this property, and we'll go ahead and we'll get some information from Daniel here. He'll explain to you the reason why he actually purchased this property, and also he will give you a little bit of a background about the property itself. You got different types of cactus there, big palm trees. Right now we're actually behind the main property here. There's several buildings that they do have here built in this property, and you have a lot of different olive trees. It's nice and windy. Hopefully it doesn't affect the audio too much. I got Daniel here. The way that Daniel actually met JB was at an In-N-Out a couple years ago, right?
3 years ago.
And so now he's invited JB and I to this place here in Sky Valley that he recently purchased. And so I would like for you guys to hear his story as to the background of this and what he plans to do here. So give us a little bit of a background of how long ago you got this property and what are your plans?
Yeah, so we got it in May of this year, and it's from a friend of mine. He's traveled the world buying raw pieces of land, turning it for agricultural purposes. So all this was here when we bought it. Yeah. My goal is to take it to the next level. Expand the edible perennial nursery, expand the fruit tree nursery, do some row cropping, really for food production, organic food production. You know, I don't use pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, miticides, or synthetic fertilizers. So we try to do everything that's healthy for ourselves and for everybody else and for the planet.
Wow. And so when you bought this property, what else do you think that in the future, you think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be needing housing? Because I think you had spoken about that, right?
I do believe so. I believe, especially if what we talk about, especially with JB, and I know you're like-minded, the coming economic crash, everything that's coming down the pipe. I do believe you're going to have people they're not going to have homes. They're going to lose everything. And you know, if we're believers, true believers, well, then we're going to need to be there for our brothers and sisters. So I do believe the Lord has put it on my heart that there's probably going to be a portion of this property where we're going to maybe do some of the tiny homes, you know, that are self-sustaining. And then, all right, cool. Well, then let's go to work. You guys will have plenty to do here. And, you know, we'll make it till the good Lord returns.
So I think it's very important that if you do have property that you can actually help people, I think this is a good way to do it. And at the same time, I think you've made a very, very smart decision picking this place up. And you also have a lot of chickens here.
Yeah.
So you can see here, there's about, what, a dozen chickens in here?
Yeah, about a dozen, yeah.
And so I think this is great. And you bought this property as is, right?
As is, yep, yeah. As is. So yeah, there's I mean, it's definitely livable. Yeah. But there's still a lot to do. Yeah. And that's okay. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. And so yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people purchase these properties as well. You had mentioned that people for cannabis reasons, right? Correct. So there's a lot of that going on around this area. And so. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll tour this property with you and see what else we can find around here. It's not bitter. It tastes kind of like peanuts. But this is moringa. They call it the miracle tree. Has more vitamin C than oranges, has more vitamin D than milk, has all the essential amino acids. This is a variety from Africa, which is not common. You'll see the Indian varieties in a lot of Asian neighborhoods, especially Filipinos,
Yeah.
you get the long seed pods, right? That's how you know they call them the drumstick tree too. This one's from Africa, so we actually are getting some flowers. Hopefully we're gonna get some seeds here soon. But this is a tree that you could live on if you had to. This tree is absolutely amazing, and we have probably, I don't know, 50 to 75
What's
on
it
the
called?
property. Moringa.
From Africa.
This one's the African variety, correct. Then you can kind of see those are the Indian varieties right there. Obviously, they're not as old, but they get a little bit more spindly in the heat, whereas these guys stay full, the leaves are bigger, and I've had these trees in super hot weather, and they do great. I've had 1 gallons go from a 1 gallon, like 1 foot size, in 2 years go to like 20 feet plus.
Wow.
So they grow extremely fast, they do not mind our weather, and they are super healthy. So it's a great tree to have for survival, and yeah, it's something that you should have in your yard.
How bad do you think things could get?
I think it's going to get horrible. I think, you know, in order for them to institute the beast system, they have to destroy everything that we know is in our economy. America's been, you know, the forefront of the economic world for a long time, but you have the rise of the BRICS nations. You have the devaluation of the dollar with inflation, and then all the money that they printed during COVID. We were already in debt, trillions of dollars, and it keeps getting more and more. They're not doing anything about it.
And now we're paying on the interest on the debt, the deficit, $2 trillion.
Not the curry that you would see in like typical Indian cuisine, but it is an edible perennial. So if you guys want, you can try one of these berries. It is semi-sweet. I will eat one in front of you so you know it's okay. I'm not lying to you.
Are you okay?
I'm not dead. Tons of antioxidants.
Yeah.
You can eat the leaves as well too, but you can see this thing is doing super well here in the desert. And then this is how we're going to be able to plant for these trees and be able to propagate and have others that we'll have for sale in our edible perennial nursery.
So you will have a nursery then?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So here, maybe you guys haven't seen this. So this is Australian finger lime.
Let's go back. What is
Yeah.
this?
So this is Australian finger lime. They also call it the caviar lime. So here, I'm going to pull this off real quick. And it's actually pretty cool the way it looks. And you can see it looks like caviar.
Oh, yeah.
But it is citrus.
It's like a little mini lime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like caviar.
Mm-hmm. That one's a little, it's okay. I don't know if one of you guys want to try it or not, but if not, it's all good.
Sure.
I'll try. There you go, brother. Check it out. In blue, yellow, and red. This is the green variety.
Citrusy.
Mm-hmm. Try it, brother.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we can talk about this one. So this is the neem tree. So if you've ever gotten neem oil for an organic insecticide, this is what it comes from. We've planted a bunch of the seeds. So we'll have some of these trees here hopefully later on this year. This is antibacterial, antifungal. It also, I've been eating the leaves with my recent issues that have come up. So it'll kill cancer cells as well too.
Nice.
So this is a great tree to have. It's a great upper story canopy tree that'll take our full afternoon sun here in the desert. But then it also give you neem seeds and that you can plant and make other trees, or you can make neem oil, and then also you can eat the leaves. So
nice.
It is very bitter. It'll probably make you want to punch somebody in the face if you eat a leaf, but you know, it's good stuff.
Pink lemon, huh?
So this is a variegated Italian pink lemon. It's pretty cool. So it does taste very typical lemon flavor, but the inside is pink.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
It's amazing what's growing out here in the desert.
Heck yeah, man. I mean, you know, we can grow just about anything. We don't freeze.
Nice.
So you want to try it?
Yeah.
Try it, brother.
Pink lemon. Let's see how sour this thing is.
Not bad. Not sour. Not sour. That's not as sour as a normal one.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Heck yeah, delicious. I've been putting it in my water. Yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of different varieties of pomegranates on the property that my friend previously planted. Varieties I couldn't tell you right now until I probably taste the fruit. Could be wonderful, you know, which is a pretty common. Harfianca probably, and then there might be some other cool ones. We can check them out. So guava trees, citrus trees,
Okay.
and then yeah, pretty expansive. back put together. There's already water there. I want to expand the edible perennial nursery. I want to expand the fruit tree nursery, and I want to do some row cropping. So maybe one of your viewers out there, I have most of the supplies, but I do want to have a different way besides plastic to cover it if possible. So maybe one of your viewers out there works in agriculture. Maybe they could send me an email or something. And
Email.
Yeah.
You got all the different plants here.
I don't really want to do plastic.
You got the grow houses here as well. And you have the nice view of the mountains out here as well that divide the actual city and this area.
Yeah, brother. So this is our biggest plot right here of our olives. The varieties of Arbequina, Pecual, and there's one other variety. They're from Spain, Morocco, and Israel.
Yeah.
So they do well, you know, in our type of climate. They're super good producing ones, and they're also heavy olive oil producing ones. So you know, more for the olive oil, more for the pickling. So yeah, not your typical standard olives like the missions and some of the ones you'll see at the other, you know, places that use for olive oil and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They were gonna grow cannabis. They couldn't get the permit, and so my buddy, you know, he said, okay, well, it's not gonna happen if you don't get the permit. So they abandoned it. He went to court, and so then, you know, he wasn't really taking care of it. From my understanding, he said they didn't connect everything correctly, so the winds out here were pretty harsh. So they blew them down. All the parts to fix it are on site. So, you know, I'm hoping to get that done. You know, the irrigation's already here. It's just a matter of getting them fixed and possibly covered, and getting the weed mat fixed, and then, you know, start doing some cool stuff. You can squish it. They're not completely ready yet. Oh, but here we go. Okay. Woo. So here, you can see the color on this, right? And we'll squish it. Woo! There we go. But you can, you know, I don't know if you want to put your finger and feel that oil, but that is super oily.
Oh, yeah.
So look at that color. You can smell it.
Ah.
So, yeah. So this is about, you know, our 1 acre right here.
Olive trees.
Where's
Olive
the
tree.
fire station from here?
Down that way.
A mile?
Yeah, about, yeah. So not too far.
It's Turbo digging a hole.
What's down there? What's down there, Turbo?
Right
Danny,
here.
what is
Yeah.
it? What are these? Are these
So
some kind
it's probably the field mice.
field
I
mice?
see them at night when I come out here.
Yeah, that's
They're,
what he's probably
yeah,
looking
they're
for.
probably digging. He smells it
Yeah.
and he wants to get to it. So yeah, so my goal here is to do intensive agroforestry. My goal is to bring in mulch, compost, do some half moons, and then plant probably some pomegranates, some figs, some jujubes, and probably some guavas.
Nice.
And then have all that for production out here. So yeah, that's the goal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Man. Yeah, this is a very good example of someone that wants to become self-sufficient. And I think he's going to go ahead and be able to reach that goal because he has ambition. And that's what you need. You need ambition and you need a good team, which I'm pretty sure that you have. So those are the things that you need in order to be able to accomplish things like this. All right, so again, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tour here with Daniel. Very grateful that he was able to bring us out here today to be able to show a little bit of his property. And I wanted to also let him introduce his information in case someone wants to follow him on social media.
Yeah, brother, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I have my channel on YouTube, couple channels on YouTube, 4 channels on YouTube, paradisegardens.org, and a brand new one that I'm kicking off today. I should hope post my first video called Paradise Talk. Also Paradise Gardens with music, and Paradise Gardens AI. So just, you know, a lot of stuff that intersects with what I do, agriculture, farming, gardening, and then also more importantly, the Lord, you know, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, talk about kingdom things and how all that's gonna affect our lives day to day and going forward, and any encouragement that I can give to new believers and existing believers, you know, people that have been in the faith for even longer than myself. And also my email is paradisegardens.org@yahoo.com. You can send me an email.
Yeah.
I do consultations. You know, you just need some help, some guidance, something like that. That's awesome. Yeah, reach out.
All right, great. We're going to go ahead and leave it here. Again, make sure you follow him. I think he's very knowledgeable in his field, and I think he's going to provide a very good asset going forward with his videos. So we'll see you guys in the next one. You guys take care.